All right, so I'm finally actually gonna do some work. I've been doing a little bit of work on trying to clean up my huddle. Um, we'll see how much I can get done. So this might be a little bit longer stream, not much, about 35 minutes. I've been doing more work in between, doing different things as as a mix bag of everything I'm doing. So I'm just trying to clip some of my streams so they're a little bit shorter, but not necessarily less, if you know what I'm saying. So some days I'll have a lot of hours, which means a lot of 20-minute streams. And I'm going to try to focus solid for 20 minutes. But that could be 30, 40, or an hour, but they're going to be shorter. But just because I feel like it's better to have consistent consistent streams. So yeah, just shorter, you know. So they're easier to consume, and we'll keep trying to see how I can get that going. If it's at all possible to be more focused for my streams. All right. So today I also worked on my game design document. I built one here. I'm still kind of working on it, but it's coming together. It's got kind of my full bit, but it's not fully finished by any means, but it's coming. So one of the issues I'm having with this piece is that there is information that's got to come back from my, I don't know why it's loading it this way. I don't know if I like that. What is it? How is it getting this? Begin area on GUI. For UI debugging, show game state. What is this even being called? Okay, that must be a front end thing, because I don't know what that's being called. There's this thing on GUI, but it doesn't seem to be called anywhere inside the project, so it must be a UI reference. And which makes me wonder. Create placeholder players. Again, I've been leaning towards today's discussions on my previous streams were whether or not I should go 2D instead of 3D. Because it'll relieve me of a lot of modeling and meshing and 3D. I mean, the 3D renders are not that hard because there's tools out there that'll do the 3D rendering, but it's animating them, putting their skeletons in them and animating them, and adding all that functionality to my code is just the amount of time just putting a skeleton on my characters and rendering them is going to be months and months worth of work. And I would love to do that, but that may have to be a second phase thing. Second phase, second version, updates, whatever you want to call it. Because I don't think I have the graphical chops to get that done in a timely manner. And I just want to get the app functioning, and I want to have a nice sim, and I'm thinking I can do 2D a lot faster than I can do 3D. So I'm going to try some 3D tools that let me animate to try to get leg movement and arm movement, just to kind of look like they're doing stuff on the field, and just try to flip sprites. So we'll see how it goes. That's kind of what I'm going for. I might use 3D images for like close-ups, just like single items. You know, maybe get some try to do some basic animations where they're kind of breathing or moving or standing, or just for the sake of the visuals of the cards and everything else that you're doing, but not actually animate them on the field, because like I said, don't think I'm ready for that. And it might allow me to get a lot more done, because I can limit my focus and possibly get all the players into existence that way. We'll see. But that's the plan. So I'm trying to figure out where. Okay, so part of my issue here is these guys are not set. And all this whole function is weird. This run game class, I don't even know. Team manager, ball object, execute, step execution delay. So I got a lot of issues on the screen. Current quarter can be read, but I'm like, where? Placeholder log, create primitive. Place ball, return to huddle, place positions, get next play from API. Oh, okay. Update game state from the response. Next play. Next play response game data. Go to definition. Get next play from API. Oh. Update game state from response. Go to definition. Okay. So this is a response thing. Game state should have a quarter. I mean, why aren't I doing this? I thought this was for sending. It's not the request. This is the response. So let's undo that. Still kind of weird that we don't just use game state. Why don't we just pass the game state around? I would rather create a variable that uses this game state, and then we just set that. Private? Yeah, sure. Private. Game state. And I'll just say game state. Then we go here. And current game ID or game ID or I. No, there should be a game ID on here. Oh, why don't I have the game ID? Actually, I probably don't even. Do I need the game ID? Probably. Why don't I have game ID? Probably don't need, for display. I definitely don't need it to display. Game state dot quarter. Now this is a terrible, I'm not, this is just temporary. This is just filling in the game state. Words to go, field position. Game state dot. Current yard line or something like that. Current yard line, yeah. Test mode. I don't know what that is, but all right. So we got that. We're down to 13 errors. And I don't know what any of these other values are. These are all things that were defined by the AI in helping me create my huddle code. I don't know what any of this is. Back-end service? What is back-end service supposed to be? I don't know what that is. What is a back-end service? Request game session from backend. Demo game? What is this? Game controller? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what we're doing with that. Not sure what we're going to do with this. Okay. On success. Request game session from backend. Start game session. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Backend service. Start game session. Demo game. Start new game. What is the backend service? Is that even a thing? I don't have any services called backend service. I don't know what this is. What is the game controller object supposed to be doing? Set game status, starting game, start game button, interactable equals false. Okay, so this must be in some way connecting to my button, start game button, next play button. There's no next play button. I don't even know what this object is. I feel like this whole object is kind of broken. It's not supposed to exist. It was old. I do have a start game button though. Next play button. There's no next play button. I don't know what that is, but there's no next play button. Play progress slider? What? See, this whole thing looks broken. I don't even know what this is. Team manager. Yeah, this is all right. Let's clear this. Let's get some help from AI here. This function needs to be reworked. Actually, this class needs to be reworked. There is no next play button. Game should. The game flow is on start game, call run game API, which will give the information needed to load the call run game API, which will give the information needed to load the UI environment to set the UI environment. Then once players are called in, all players will be called to the huddle using the huddle functionality stated earlier. All players are gathering for huddle. The next get next play API call will be made. Then the play progress log will be rendered one play step at a time. Meaning every player with a action in a given play step, all 22 players will line up as they will all have play step step number equal to 1, which will be to line up of the play. Move to the designated field coordinates of that play based on previously provided code structure. You know, I don't even know if you can, I don't know if this one uses the, because I'm not at the top level, I'm only using at the FPFM level. I'm not totally sure that that's referencing correctly the code it's supposed to be set. In other words, I don't know if they're certainly, it says, certainly we can do that. Is that it? Is that the whole game controller thing? let's just, this looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and put it in. See how much that corrects anything. Yeah, we still have 13 errors. Didn't really fix anything. It did fix this method though. This method doesn't have as many problems. I don't know what backend service is supposed to be while players are gathering. Quest next play. Huh. The thing is, I think I have two methods going on. I think run game and game controller are kind of conflicting with each other. I believe run game. Can you simulator run game.cs and the game controller.cs? I feel like they may be redundant. Run game is making the API calls to backend, but game controller is calling some unknown backend service. I'm thinking maybe the game controller.cs is deprecated. So I feel like I have all right, so we're going to get rid of this. I thought so. I still have to figure out how. I'm really. I think even as early as tomorrow, I think I'm going to start switching over to 2D. I think. I'm just really feeling like it'll just go a lot faster for my AI, for my UI. All right, so we still have some issues here, obviously, because I don't know what are these calling. So it's like I got player is moving and set target position. Controller equals players. What is controller? Controller equals player. Players, player index. What is that? Inner circle, 5 players. Oh, it's setting up the players. So this is my huddling scenario. And really all I'm doing is shifting players. I don't even have them doing any animations. I'm just going to have them move to the field positions. Outer circle. Okay, so that's fine. Now, what is this play? Form defensive huddle. Okay, so the huddles are calling some values. All right, what? Clean yourself up. How are we down to? We're down to 10, so we got rid of all of those controller related things. We still got run game, on ball placed, on huddle formation complete. I'm trying to think how I could. So what I'm trying to think how I could animate the football if it's a 2D football. So basically, I need to have like images of the thread of a football aiming at me over the top, not with me, down, and and so that's what I basically need. At least 3, potentially 5 football images where the football is, the threads are down, threads are up, threads are at me. And then I would, as it's passing, just have it rotate. And it'd be kind of cool. It would be cool to be able to have the ball occasionally. So a right-handed player would most likely spin the ball to the right, and a left-handed player would most likely spin the ball to the left, right? So it'd be kind of cool to be able to do that. Know if a guy is right-handed or left-handed, and then have his pose, his image, be according to how he plays. That would be kind of cool. So you basically you just have to have images of every player. Oh, I know. And then I'd have to think, okay, so the ball he's left-handed. So if left-handed, put the images out going this way. And have things like, if the ball's tipped, the ball goes up and down when it's flying. It looks like a dead bug. That would be kind of cool too. Just change the angle trajectory of the ball. So, like, I've noticed with a lot of games, 2D games especially, the ball doesn't fly in an arc. It just flies across. Goes in a straight line. I'd like to be able to fly it in an arc. Go up and down. It'd be pretty easy, right? You have it go on an upward trajectory and then start coming down. I'm sure there's a way to define the arc. The logic should be doable. Even if I don't know the exact calculus for that, pretty sure AI can tell me the arc calculus to move a ball from point A to point B. Maybe you have certain players who are known to throw harder, have the ball move different arcs. That's all stuff. It's like more important. Let's just get the ball to players. Just get the ball moving, and then that stuff I can tweak in as updates and cool feature add-ons as time goes on to get better and better visuals on the game. But I think I really just need to make sure everything does what it's supposed to do. So probably best. All right, VAR controller players. What do I need to set the target? Set target position. So previously I provided our requirements for moving players into a huddle. This appears only partially complete, so don't, as it seems. Does this show history? I don't know what new edits thread is. Delete thread, create new thread. How do I look at is there a way to look at history? Feedback. Chat window settings. don't see. Oh. Image loader, create a zoom panel. Oh, I wonder if it's not in this one. I should probably go look in my other one here. Let's see here. One of these has history. Show open, edit, close. I don't know where it is. I mean, I guess it could be in here still. I just don't remember where. Class reworked. Which one is the bottom? 527, 528. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so yeah, code. Console show log entry. I don't think it's in here. I have. Well, looks like I don't know where it is. Like, where did it go? I had a pretty good thing, and it built up my huddle code, but it seems I have broken it. I've broken it pretty bad, and now I have to go in and find where I put it. I want to go to a new chat. I want to go to the same chat. I want to go to a history of my chat. Do I have to go here? Ah, history. Redundancy, adding tune, fixed cannot, 4 days ago. Optimize game state retrieval, implementation player status updates using protocol buffers, errors in Go code. I need to program I have all my, aha, here we go. I think that might be it. Alright, maybe not. Ah, okay, so this is it. Okay, so let's see, did I miss? Oh, it didn't even... Oh, it... Okay. It didn't do it. It just wrote this code, created stuff, but didn't actually generate the run game functions. Oh shoot, no I didn't. My wife's asking me, that's probably a good idea. I should do that. Anyway, let's look at this in a little bit. I will come back and do this on my next session, which will be tonight, soon, probably in the next couple hours.